Whew. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. Thank God it's Friday. Falcon Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Falcon Friday. Falcon Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Falcon Friday. I'm sorry for keeping you all waiting. But it's a lot going on. Holiday things. Um, it's hate week. It's hate week. You know what I'm saying? We know what it is. You know what I'm saying? These ain'ts are in town. I done seen a buck of them this morning. So we got some, some news and notes to get to, um, some history to get to. You know what I'm saying? And that typical, you know, uh, what I'm saying, you know, crap talking to, what I'm saying, about these ain'ts. By the looks of things, look like Carr is going to be in the building. They took him off the injury list, off the injury report, so it look like he's going to be, starting in the game. All right. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Why? What up, Doc? What up? You know what I'm saying? Let me get a good what's happening to everybody. Hey, PJ. What up, ATL? What up, Fred? You know what I'm saying? All the usual folks in it. Sherman, what's going on with you? What's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, hate week. Dirty birds and ain'ts. As you all know, Alvin Kamara got a slap on the pinky. Can't even say a slap on the wrist. With his 3-game suspension. Um, what's up, Georgia boy? You know what I'm saying? Which I think was some BS in itself. Because I saw, like most folks, I think everybody saw the video. You know what I'm saying, on the assaults. Truth be told, Alvin Kamara should be in jail for what he did, and to get you know what I'm saying, to get a slap on the a 3-game slap on the pinky, man. To me, the NFL to me show what's important to them: entertainment and money. You know what I'm saying? For that boy to get a slap on the wrist, me personally, I think he should have been done for the year because he deserved to be in jail. And that's pretty much all I'm gonna say about Alvin Kamara. And it, you know what I'm saying, you know, what I'm saying, with that right a little bit. Excuse me, Senator Palpatine, you said you weren't doing nothing today. Um, you can excuse yourself with that foolishness, sir. Out here trying to start some. Um, huh. Yeah. Yep. Yep. And I think we're gonna get a healthy dose of Taysom Hill bootlegs. You know what I'm saying? Power. You know what I'm saying? QB powers, power sweeps. Which means that we, defensively, we're gonna, have to be on our P's and Q's and discipline and setting the edge. Huh. What up, Floyd? You know, let's see. With all of that, to I think that the offense is going to continue from last week, from the last game. Playing turnover free ball. But all in all, when it boils down to it, with us and them ain'ts, y'all know the records go out the window. The seasonal situation goes out the window. You know what I'm saying? It's line up, face up, helmet on helmet. You know what I'm saying? And when it's over with, there's a few teeth missing, or probably a few cracked fingers, a broken windshield. You know what I'm saying? And hey, let the chips fall where they damn may. Uh, hey, Sonya. You know, I really want to get into, this habit that, this fan base had, going into this week. We as a fan base got to be really united. You know what I'm saying? We got to, get off the fuckery. You know what I'm saying? And understand a few things. All right. When you transition from an offensive coordinator to a head coach, that's not a 1 year transition. It's not. It's not a 1 year transition. You know what I'm saying? And which includes, what I'm saying, assembling your coaching staff, and getting coaches in positions and coordinator positions to fit what you're, what I'm saying, trying to accomplish. A lot of people are in their feelings of Mr. Blank's message to the madness that, what I'm saying, coach gonna be here in 2024. Y'all have heard me time and time again ask the question, how many organizations, franchises, and whatnot have been successful with a revolving door at the coaching position every 2-3 years? You know the answer to that question. None. Running out here with blind anger, what I'm saying, anger, on things that aren't going the way you think it should go. Well, I'm sorry to remind you, but we told you. We told you that this process from 2021 to now was not gonna be smooth. It wasn't gonna be easy. Especially digging out money, 110 million, excuse me, in dead cap. And we've had roster turnover each of the 3 years under this regime. You know what I'm saying? In the third year, you finally able to actually, what I'm saying, get an abundance of personnel in here, what I'm saying, of your, what I'm saying, picking and choosing. Not to mention actually being able to go in free agency and find people that want to be here. You know what I'm saying? What up, D? Trombalog, what's happening? What's happening, Nate? Nathaniel? Thanks for joining me, brother. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining me. Well, Nathaniel, appreciate your contribution and what you may think and believe. So apparently, you are of the Aints persuasion. You know what I'm saying? So I would just say thank you again for joining. Appreciate your opinion, even though it is a obsolete opinion, but appreciate your opinion nonetheless. What's happening, Billy? It's this. When people are of the mindset that every solution to every problem is to fire this person, fire that person, or cut this person, or cut that person. It is what it is. When you're saying blind-minded. That's what I like to call that, because that's what that is. What's happening, D? Happy Thanksgiving to you. Hope you and yours and your family enjoyed your feast as well. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I hope everybody, made it through safely. You know what I'm saying? Hope your family made it, to and from their destinations, safely. You know what I'm saying? If so, we are all blessed and kind. Um, and trauma, um, you know, that may be so. That may be so. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, every owner or coach has lied somewhere in time in the history of this game. You know. Um, Jerome 69, thank you for joining me, sir. You know what I'm saying? We got 18 hours on this thing. Y'all hit that like button, man. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, while you at it, you know what I'm saying? Like, share, you know what I'm saying? You can go look me up on YouTube, OGN TV, and subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? And check me out each week. I have 4 programs, and I try to, you know what I'm saying, be authentic with y'all, you know what I'm saying, and not just give an opinion, but try to give you information, and, you know what I'm saying, and good dialogue as well, you know. Um, but with it, with this week being what it is, um, I would, you know, just like to add to the aforementioned. Um, I hate the Saints. You know what I'm saying? There have been some, you know, some good and bad history. You know, some of that good history was that the Falcons were the reason for the paperback era to start in Saints history. You know what I'm saying? Check it out and check it okay. Um, you know what I'm saying? And by the way, if y'all have some questions that you might want me to answer, you know what I'm saying, throw them in there and I'll try to give you, you know what I'm saying, the best info I possibly can. Jerome got one good. Do I think we bring Derek Barnett in? I, I doubt it. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I really doubt it. Because linebacker is really not an issue with us. Landerman has done a great job filling in for T1000. Um, you know, Caden Ellis' experience has helped us in that area. Um, you know, with Big O being back, I think it's gonna, like I said the other day, I think it's gonna slide a few guys back into their respective lanes, if you will, and you know, we're gonna be able to, you know, kind of sort of get back to what we were, you know what I'm saying, before the last, you know what I'm saying, 2-3 weeks. Um, you know, what up, Alberto? Yeah, you know, man, I try to, you know, or rather, I try to break, you know what I'm saying, break everything down in as much as I possibly can. Like I said, I try to give actual, you know what I'm saying, information, you know what I'm saying, to give you guys a good dialogue, you know what I'm saying, and so, you know, to understand, you know, what's happening and what's going on with our game, you know. Tony Hall, thank you for joining me, sir. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. You know what I'm saying? You know, good afternoon to you. You know, yeah, it is. It's Black Friday with a little bit of red and white Falcon in it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Always. Always. You know, Jerome says, I think about they Raiders. They always had pass rushers. Ricky Jackson, Pat Swilling, Leroy Glover, Trey Hendricks. Yeah, yeah. But you know why that was? You know why that was though, Jerome. And two people, you know what I'm saying, that are on our staff in the hierarchy, you know what I'm saying, on the coaching staff and in the front office. Um Ted Fontenot and Mr. Nielsen, the defensive coordinator. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We have that now. You know what I'm saying? What up, Juan? What's happening? What's happening? What's good? What's good? What's good with you on this Black Friday? You know what I'm saying? Hate week. You know what I'm saying? You know, hate black. You know what I'm saying? Black and red. black and red, you know what I'm saying, Falcon Friday. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, we like I said, we have, you know what I'm saying, some parts of what made, you know what I'm saying, that what helped make them, you know what I'm saying, be what they, you know what I'm saying, have been, you know what I'm saying, over the last 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Um, and I was watching Caden Ellis and Ominyala, you know what I'm saying, on their social media platforms. And yeah, it's gonna be real. It's gonna be real interesting. It's gonna be real interesting because them boys are amped. They ready to go. You know what I'm saying? They ready to go. You know what I mean? They ready to go. You know. Um. Let's see here. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk on me now. Okay. All right. Jonathan Rozier. What's happening? JB, what's happening? What's happening? Yeah, my sentiments exactly, baby. My sentiments exactly. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, I like to apologize again for the late start. You know how it is, you know what I'm saying, with family over the holidays and things of that nature, you know. But I'm, getting in here, you know what I'm saying, trying to, give it to you like I always do, you know, try to, what I'm saying, stay on top, stay on tap, you know what I'm saying, be informative. Um, but as far as the guy, I'm trying to get back to that. The Derek Barnett, you know what I'm saying, releasing, and the question of us bringing him in. Like I said, I doubt it because again, because like I said, I don't, our linebackers. I don't think our issue is in our linebackers. You know what I'm saying? We took it on the chin, with these injuries, you know, and it's just that some of our youngin up on that front, got to grow on up. You know what I'm saying? Harrison, he's been, the typical, Ricky, growing into, what I'm saying, in this system with us, but he's getting there. He's getting there. The trade for Street, you know what I'm saying, it worked out pretty good, you know what I'm saying. He worked it. Matter of fact, I feel like we need to give him a check to stay here. You know what I'm saying? That's my feeling on that. Um, you know, and like I said, with Big O back in the fold this week, which I knew, you know what I'm saying, he'd have to be in traction for him not to be in this game. You know what I'm saying? I knew when we signed him that both him and Caden Ellis, you know what I'm saying, marked down the calendar, you know what I'm saying, for this week and week 17. You know, what I'm saying? So it's gonna be dog eat dog on this on this thing, you know. Um I think, and then looking and listening to DR9 on Wednesday, um, it seems to have a grasp and understanding. You know that's a real mature young man. You know what I'm saying, of understanding the process of why things transpired the way that they did, and him learning and getting everything in gear, and not being a pissant, a crybaby, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, but understanding, things like this happen when you don't perform, you know what I'm saying, to what you're expected to. So, and I think that, him coming in the fourth quarter in that last game and, what I'm saying, performing the way he did, I think that will continue on Sunday. I think that will really, truly continue on Sunday. I think we're going to be fine. I think, I think we can put up, like we did, in the last game, that 20, anywhere from 23 to 28 points. And I think we'll be good. I think we'll be good. You know what I'm saying? With some getting some pieces back. On the defensive side of the ball. And I think this is gonna be a train wreck game. You know, um, you're gonna see a lot of running the ball on both sides. I think that you know we're gonna get back to that. I think that what I'm saying, and then we're gonna reel them in and reel them in, um, and get take we're gonna take some shots. We're gonna take some shots, but I think that, what I'm saying, we're gonna be specifically smart with it based on what I saw in that fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying, from the offense, really from the in that entire game. In the entire game from the offense, because we did not turn the ball over. It was smart and disciplined play calling that went on in that game. And the 23 points, actually, you've been hearing me saying them 23 points should have been enough to win that game. The offense did their job. The offense did their job. You know. Um, hey, Mr. Knight, same to you, man. Same to you. Same to you. You and your family, man. You and your family. You and your family. Again, to everybody, Vincent Moore, same to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Same to you. You know, to everybody, you know what I'm saying? Happy holidays. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be blessed out there. Y'all be safe out there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be true to yourselves out there. You know what I'm saying? These holidays. Um, let's see, Corey. It's possible. It's possible. I'm calling to, what I'm saying. I'm looking at 24. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at 24. You know what I'm saying? With no Kamara. You know what I'm saying? Typically no Michael Thomas. Um, honestly, I think they're making a mistake playing Carr, but he's, what I'm saying, they took him. He's evidently he's out of concussion protocol. They haven't officially announced it yet, but the move to take him off the, what I'm saying, the injury report, what I'm saying, says to me that he's playing. So, what I'm saying, I'm looking at Nielsen right now, and I'm thinking that he's really going to be dialing it up. You know what I'm saying, from all angles. I think he's going to be dialing up. Like I said, I think this is going to be smash mouth. This is going to be physical. It's going to be a train wreck type of game. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of hard hitting like it normally is. You know what I'm saying, between us and them. You know, um, you know, I know that even though just like the previous game, I think we're going to be well balanced with ours, just like we was that previous game. You know, and I think, like I said, I think we're gonna take some shots. We're gonna take some shots. We're gonna take some shots. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna body blow them, and body blow them, and we're gonna take some shots. You know what I'm saying? The run game, you know what I'm saying, run game is like it was last week, a little bit better. You know, I think we're gonna get it. Get it in. Kyle Pitts got to get it together. The artist formerly known as the Unicorn, he got to get it together. You know what I'm saying? He got to step up on his blocking. He got to step up on his route running. You know what I mean? Um, and I think Drake, needs to come back and be Drake. Be physical and big. You know what I'm saying? And with his catch radius, like he was earlier in the year. Um, let's see. They got the Saints in the playoffs with the Falcons in the hunt. Right now, as it stands, saying statistically speaking, yes, at this point, that's what it is, because they everything, the way everything played out, last week, the winner right now, it will be in the driver's seat. First place, fourth in the conference. Um, you know, because verify be looking at it, we have 5 conference games left on the schedule, and 4 of those 5 conference games being divisional games. You know, um, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we got to make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? In getting it all in order, getting some consistency going. You know what I'm saying? And doing what we're supposed to do. Tony said, would it be something if the Birds win the next 7 games and win a couple of playoff games and play the Super Bowl? You know what I'm saying? Like they done 25 years ago in '98. That '98 team, bro. That '98 team was a different animal. You know what I'm saying? That defense, you know what I'm saying, and that run game, it was a different animal. It was a different animal. You know, can it be done? Of course it can be done. You know what I'm saying? Will it be done? Hell, we got to wait and see. But you know what I'm saying? Everything to that point starts right here on Sunday. You know, Southside, a win by a couple of scores versus the Saints will probably get some of these fans off of Arthur Smith back. Bruh, and I feel you, and I wish it was. You know what I'm saying? That would be the aftermath. But with this fan base now, it's not. It's not. It's not, because you know what I'm saying. No, being the guy he is and the cloth he's cut from, rubbed a lot of these fools around. You know what I'm saying. Hurt feelings. You know, and a lot of them ain't used to being put in check or told that, saying, I really don't give a fuck what you think. You know what I'm saying? This fan base is used to being catered to, if you will. You know what I'm saying? But Arthur Smith is a no BS type of guy. Regardless of what a lot of people may think about his upbringing and his background, and you know what I'm saying, all that. I mean, I'm just saying, a lot of them, a lot of this fan base don't know nothing past 2000. And then the other side of their fan base, you know what I'm saying, PSTD, yeah, I'm just saying. And then there's a 10 to 20% of that that's left, like me, such as myself, that is like, understand the situation and is looking at it, you know what I'm saying, to unfold as the kids, if you will, and these prominent, positions on this team grow. Y'all done heard me say, you know what I'm saying, you can't stick a player or a coach for that matter in a microwave for 2 minutes and out pops an all-pro player and a Hall of Fame coach. It don't work that way. It's a process. It's a process, man. You know what I'm saying? And this Generation X, you know what I'm saying, social media, you know what I'm saying, fan base don't get that. They don't get that. To be saying stuff like, we ain't got time for development. We ain't got time to train it up. Bruh, there's always time. I mean, these Hall of Fame guys that have, in the history of the game, they didn't start out as Hall of Famers. They didn't. They started out as rookies. They started out as kids, just like these guys. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, they did the work. They did the work to get there. They did the work, man. They did the work. You know what I'm saying? They did the work. And that's what's got to happen in that process. You got to do the work to learn. You know what I mean? And like I, saying, a few days ago, a lot of people in this fan base, throw the elite and generational talent label out, around. And we don't have that. Do we have talent? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Understand me. Please understand me. Yes, we have talent on this team. We drafted talent, but that talent got to evolve into NFL players. Okay? Talent got to evolve into NFL players. And that's just plain and simple. To you know what I'm saying, to that fact. And a lot of people don't get that. How you doing, Josh Gillum? You know, and that's how they go. ATL, what's going on with you? You know, and the quicker and the easier, you know what I'm saying, it would be when people understand that fact. You know what I'm saying? You don't get drafted and you know automatically just because you got talent, you're automatically all pro. No, that's not how that works. That's not how that goes. You know what I'm saying? It's never how that is. You think Roger Staubach, you know what I'm saying, started out as the captain? No, he did not. No, he did not. You think Joe Montana, you know what I'm saying, started out as Joe Cool? No, he did not. You know what I'm saying? You think Walter Payton started out as Sweetness? No, he didn't. He had to earn that. You know what I'm saying? You think, you know what I'm saying, Mean Joe Green, you know what I'm saying, started out as Mean Joe? No, he had to earn that. You know what I'm saying? People get their reputations and their gold jackets by putting in the work, and grinding and winning. You know what I'm saying? I keep telling people, you know what I'm saying, all the time. You draft, you develop, then you win in that order, and it's in no other order than that. There's no other order than that. You know, Josh, you know what I'm saying? That may be your opinion, but sir, you know what I'm saying? Tom Landry, it took Tom Landry time to become, you know what I'm saying, Tom Landry. You think Chuck Noll became who he was, you know what I'm saying, when he first started? And the example that I keep using all the time, Jimmy Johnson, oh my goodness. His first season, 1-15, bro. 1-15. I mean, if that's the case, you know what I'm saying, Jerry Jones should have fired him after that year. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Y'all have this innate ability to, you know, talk about what we don't have time for. Okay, what you think another coach gonna come in here and things are gonna be different because he's gonna have to develop as well. He's gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, work his staff and get the right people in here as well in these positions to get whatever, you know, plan he had. They may have to get right and go in the direction they want to go. It is not gonna be any different, bro. You know what I'm saying? Somebody ready like who? Who was ready? Who was ready? Please tell me who was ready. Who was ready, Josh? Who was ready? What coach out there was ready? Because all y'all that you keep, you know what I'm saying, all these other situations y'all keep trying to compare us to wasn't the same as our situation here when Arthur Smith took the job here. Then now none of these other, you know, coaches that got hired at the same time had to, you know, deal with the $110 million in dead cap and a faulty roster. Y'all think a turnover is supposed to happen overnight? Man, stop playing, bro. Stop playing. Stop playing. If you think that that's an excuse, then you don't know nothing about the NFL. And that's just the truth on that. You know, plain and simple. That's just the truth on that. No matter who would have been hired, if the situation still would have been the same, bruh. JB says, you know, they some spoiled brats that was never taught how to grind things out correctly as a child. Yeah, hey, you dead right on that. You dead right on that. You talk about, you know what I'm saying? Somebody, we ain't got time for to wait on it. Man, okay. All right. All right. Cause in what was that, 1992, when we traded Brett Favre, to Green Bay over there with Mike Holmgren, and in that same offseason, the staff that they put together with Denny Green and Mariucci and all them cats that was on that staff. It took Holmgren 3 years to get that staff together, and then they went to the Super Bowl. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to have some football common sense. You got to have some football common sense. I see we got 25 eyes on, you know what I'm saying, on this live, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's get 25 likes. You know what I'm saying? ATL Leo says it's okay when the Eagles and Chiefs do the process to get there, but when it's the Falcons, they you know what I'm saying, they want it done in 3 days. You're exactly right. That's what they seem to think. That's what they seem to think. You know what I'm saying? They like to, ignore the reality of you know what I'm saying, the situation, and consistently compare us to what's going on somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Where the situation is not even the same. You know, and Corey, I do too, man. I do too. I got a lot of faith in this team and the staff. You know what I'm saying? Because growth has got to happen regardless of what you may think or what you may want. Growth has got to happen. You know what I'm saying? The process has got to happen. You know what I mean? Just like the process of us getting that defensive side of the staff the way we did. Now, you know what I'm saying? In coming this offseason, yeah, there are going to be changes on the offensive side of the staff, most definitely. Most definitely. But you got to have an understanding and a knowledgeable understanding as it is, you know what I'm saying? But I get a lot of y'all that probably ain't been through nothing, you know what I'm saying? Ain't seen nothing, you know what I mean? And want this, you know what I'm saying, microwave results. Yeah, that's the question. That's the question that I've been asking, LT. The question: who was out there? You know what I'm saying, at the time? Who was out there that was ready? You know what I mean? Who was that, like you said, that we could have hired somebody that was ready? You know what I'm saying? All the veteran coaches already had, you know what I'm saying, jobs, and it was tenured. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And there was no amount of money, you know what I'm saying, that would bring Bill Cowher, if you will, out of retirement. What I mean, if you talking about somebody that's ready, guys of any kind of tenure experience, retired or either got long-standing jobs. So please, you know what I'm saying, help us understand what's going on. What's going on, bro? And here's another one of those blanket statements, you know what I'm saying, without any context, you know, without any context, you know what I'm saying? In 3 years ain't nothing changed. Oh, well, that's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong, Josh. Yeah, a lot of things change. We got off under $110 million of dead cap. You know what I'm saying? We've had roster turnover, okay, as a result of that. You know what I'm saying? 3 years, and no other coaches had to deal with that. No other coaches had to deal with that. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Ton of what weapons? What weapons? What weapons? Because you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got talent, but that talent has to grow, bro. Just because you got talent, that don't necessarily mean shit's gonna work. Man, you know what? I let you stew in your own monotony, man, because you talking nonsense right now. You really talking nonsense. Yeah. If Ryan Nielsen wanted to be a head coach, he would have had his name out there in the hat. You know what I'm saying? As such. Ryan Nielsen came here for the job he wanted. And matter of fact, let me give you a little knowledge on that, young man. You know what I'm saying? You do know Ryan Nielsen, Arthur Smith, Jerry Gray all worked together at one point in time, and they had this plan. They had this plan. Okay, who you know what I'm saying, get, you know, and which is that's how Nielsen and Gray and Bush came, you know what I'm saying, to be on our defensive staff. But see, if you knew what you was talking about, you wouldn't be spewing, you know what I'm saying, factless, you know what I'm saying, contentless, you know what I'm saying, nonsense. You know, but like I said, I'm gonna let you, you know what I'm saying, spew off into, you know what I'm saying, your own monotony. Corey, head coach at least needs 5 years to really prove it. How long was Marvin Lewis there before the Bengals fired him? You know what I'm saying? For that matter, you can ask that same question about Jeff Fisher. I mean, you know what I'm saying? People got to understand it. You when you transition from OC to head coach, and then you're building. You're not just building with the players. You're building your staff too. You can't build you don't necessarily building A1 staff, coaching staff doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3 seasons. It don't. It don't, man. It don't. You know. Right, Vincent. In every sport, players have to develop, have to develop, and the staff does too. Um, bruh, in the Eagles down years, that was a whole decade. I mean, not the Eagles, the Chiefs. In the Chiefs down years before they hired Andy Reid. In the Chiefs down years, there was a whole decade before they saw the playoffs, bruh. What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? And then even with the Eagles, okay, you know what I'm saying? With Sariano taking that job, shit, what did they have to do? What really did it? What hard part was of his, you know what I'm saying, of his job when he took that job with the Eagles? Besides, you know what I'm saying, making Jalen, you know what I'm saying, the starter, you know what I'm saying, and drafting, you know what I'm saying, running backs, and you know what I'm saying, and plugging in, with all them draft picks that they had accumulated before they hired him. Come on now. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Because you really don't, you're monotonous right now. You're being real monotonous, and I'm going, you know what I'm saying, not pay you any tea. All right, I got you, bro. I got you. Just hold on just a second.
Oh, I'm in here. Uh,
Okay.
what's going on, OG, bro? What's
What's
going on,
happening,
people in the
man?
chat? I just this I've been sitting, listening, reading comments and stuff, bro. We got to stop this, dog. We have got to stop this. I want people to realize that when people talk about like Kansas City and Philadelphia, bro, y'all ain't paid attention to the product that was going on. Like, do y'all realize that Kansas City literally made the postseason every year, maybe except 1 year that Andy Reid been there? Two boys made the playoffs. There was a quality team. The year they traded up and got Patrick Mahomes, bro, they was sick. They was the second seed in the AFC playoffs. The second seed with a 12-4 record. They made the postseason with that. So they was basically there. All you needed was that extra oomph to get you over the hump. Lo and behold, by God's graces, Patrick Mahomes fell out the sky at the right time. The team was already a quality team. So you can't sit here and say like we in the same situation, but the Falcons had that. We literally had what the Falcons had to do was literally build a foundation. We destroyed everything. We literally had to start from ground zero. We had no money. We had no quality of players. We had nothing. This roster did a turnover every year since Arthur Smith being here. His first year, your quarterback was Matt Ryan. Your second year, your quarterback was Mario for most of the season. This year, Desmond Ritter was your quarterback most of the season. That's 3 quarterback changes in 3 years. What head coach you know went through that? Name a head coach that went through that. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Don't get me wrong. Does Arthur Smith have some issues here and there? Of course he does. Every coach does, but I don't get me wrong. I do acknowledge, piss poor play calling in certain areas, so on and so forth. But let me put stuff in perspective. In this man offense, like I gave y'all the quarterback room that he had when he got here. Now let's look at the wide receivers. When he got here, your top 3 receivers was Calvin Ridley, Russell Gage, and Lamar Kids. Then last year, your receiver core was Drake London, Lamar Kids, Demir Bird, and Kader Hodge. This year, your receiving core is now Drake London, Scotty Miller, Matt Hollins. Like, do you not see that? Where's the continuity at, bro? It's interchanging every year. There's no continuity nowhere. Yeah, your first year, you drafted Kyle Pitts. You had Kyle Pitts. I think Hayden Hurst was still here for a season. And then you had another tight end. Then last year, you had Kyle Pitts, Michael Pruitt, and Fisk. Fisk was the third tight end. Then last year you had Fisk, Michael Pruitt, and Kyle Pitts. And when of course Pitts went down or whatnot. And now this year you got Pitts, Fitzpatrick, John Smith. But like I said, you might have one person that's on the team or whatever, but even he saw 3 of the quarterbacks, 4 different quarterbacks. I even want to count them. The running back room, same situation. You start off when he got here. You start off with Cordell Patterson, Mike Davis. Last year you had Cordell Patterson, Mike Davis, Caleb Huntley, and Damian Williams. Even though Damian Williams got hurt the first game of the season. Now this year you got Cordell Patterson coming off an injury, Tyler Algier, and Bijan Robinson. It's been a changeover, dog. You got it for an offense to really gel. You got to have continuity. You got to have it. I don't know why people think that it's gonna be an easy fix just because you draft a guy here. Listen, bro. Draft position don't mean nothing. The draft is legit a crapshoot. I really want y'all to understand that concept. The draft is a
Wait,
crapshoot.
hold on, LT. Hold on. I want you. I don't know if you see this, but
Hold on.
this how you know people don't know what they're talking about. He calling out Super Bowl roster, okay, but below average. Okay, we had a below average O line and a terrible defense, and we made the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Below
And,
average O line?
yeah,
What?
yeah. And wait a minute. Now that offense. Remember that offense? Where was that offense ranked that year?
Hell,
And
damn the year. Damn the
we led the league in scoring.
hold on, OG. Damn the year. The offense ranked 7th best all time.
Right. See, this is how you know when people don't be knowing what they're talking about, and then you gonna have the nerve to tell somebody and mention simple research, bruh. You simple right research.
We
No,
was we
no.
was literally mentioned. We was literally getting mentioned with the greatest show on turf. What we talking about?
See,
Bro, Taylor Gabriel got a contract after that year. Algic Robinson, who didn't play a down in 2015, got a contract after that season. What are we talking about? A below average O line? Bro, we was probably like what if we went in top 10, we were close to being top 10 in rushing, and we were damn sure number one in passing. Like what we talk? No, don't get me wrong. Now the defense we had, I can say the defense wasn't really all that. They were optimistic, creating turnovers and whatnot. Even though they were still giving up a lot of points, but we had a bunch of rookies starting. The the Super Bowl year, bro, like not many teams could beat that team because not many teams could score with that team. Now, it is.
Oh
I
my
mean, bro.
god.
Bro, that's wild to even say. And,
Mm.
and speaking of Super Bowl, I really want Falcon fans to really take a look in the mirror. Like y'all are traumatized because to see people get on social media and say that maybe it wasn't Dan Quinn when he was here, have y'all lost your fucking minds?
Mm.
Like, bro,
Right.
yeah, don't yeah. Does he look good in Dallas? Yeah, he looked good in Dallas. Yay, clap it up. He looked decent in Dallas. But let's be real here, people, because y'all, quite frankly, y'all forget that he specifically he specifically did not have a DC one season because he was the play caller. He was the reason for
He
our
was the
defense,
reason
and
for
our
our defense,
defense was
and our
still
defense
trash.
was still trash.
Okay, somebody came with
Okay,
that
somebody
go.
came with that go.
Mike.
Oh, I got an echo.
Oh, don't
I
hear
think
no more.
No more.
it's fixed.
Yes, yes.
Well, I just came on here real quick just to tell Sam that he owed me an apology. He hurt my feelings this morning. You
well,
laughing, but
well,
I'm really hurt. I'm really in my feelings about that.
take it
Sam
on,
called me.
take it out on Josh
On
Gillum right
Josh
now
Gillum
with this
right now
foolishness.
with the foolishness.
Yeah, take it out
He
on
got a
Josh
fifth
Gillum with this
round.
foolishness he talking.
Since he talking.
Well, I'll say, look, see, we get, and this is what LT was just saying about it's like the draft. Like people think because you're drafted in the first round, you're first round talent. Like no, your work ethic and your skills are good enough to get you to the NFL. Anybody who's in the NFL was good enough to get there. So they have skills. What separates the great from the good from the average to the poor is how far you willing to go. So we can sit up here and talk about draft picks all you want to, but like that doesn't guarantee that you're going to be a superstar. We've seen so many instances where guys have been drafted in the fifth round, Grady Jarrett, sixth round, Tom Brady, seventh round, Brock Purdy, where these guys are just overcome those obstacles. So just because you drafted in the first round doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be a first round talent. It all comes down to your work ethic and how bad you want it. This is why we always say, it's like, look, I don't know what Desmond Rudd is going to be, but it's up to him if he's going to seize that moment, seize the opportunity to essentially be a great quarterback. So we can sit up here and think and you know poo poo on the idea of these guys are fifth rounders or third rounders or whatever, but Grady Jarrett has already shown you. Like this is the crazy part. We got a team full of guys that are misfits. We got a team full of guys that are misfits, and all these guys made something out of themselves, and we still up here trying to figure out why haven't we drafted a Justin Fields? Like Justin Fields have a problem of his own. He can't stay healthy. He can't do anything besides run for 100 yards a game. It's like I don't understand this fan mentality where we feel like we have to have the best guy. So Josh Gillum, before I leave Sam and the great LT, um, to finish this off, you full of shit, and anybody who else thinks like you are full of shit about Arthur Blank. If you think Arthur Blank is a terrible owner, then I know you're under the age of 30. I know for a fact. And if you're not under the age of 30, you just a fucking idiot because if you know anything about them Smiths, you wouldn't be saying this stupid shit. All right. But I will say this about Taylor outside of his dad was a complete dick. All right. Anybody that let Dion walk away scot free without even trading him is a fucking dick. But Taylor Smith, at the very least, all right, at the very least, sold the team to somebody who's going to do good by us. So fuck you and fuck anybody that thinks Arthur Blank is a bad owner.
Hmm. Yeah. Again.
So so back to my soliloquy
Yeah.
on the whole Dan Quinn situation. I need folks to really did how quickly have y'all forgotten what has happened over those years? And no, and let's be real here. The offense was practically built by the time he even took the job. Let's be honest with ourselves. We already had majority of the pieces, especially the major players. We had a quality quarterback. We had a quality wide receiver. We had all of that. All we need to do, and the crazy part about it is, you can tell the offense was one person, was a decent person away. They legit signed Alex Mack in the offseason. We went to the Super Bowl. That's all we did. All we did was sign a quality center in the offseason, and bam, Super Bowl bound.
Yeah.
So, like I said, for the most part, the offense was already put together. His job was to put the
So
defense together, and he never did.
your whole shot at the some quote unquote average O line, you just got shot down. Okay, so that kills that part of that.
So, like, I mean, like I said, what are we doing, people? Like I said, we all want to win. I don't think there's no person in the in AFN and Mad Mike Network or what and GHM is nobody that want to win a title more than us. We all want to see a title in our lifetime, but at the end of the day, you have to put everything in perspective. Do y'all, like I said, I can acknowledge that Arthur Smith has had issues. But at the same time, like to think that we ain't being successful because of him, and you watching Philadelphia going through Philadelphia, do y'all not remember Chip Kelly? Them folks had to fucking suffer. They had Chip Kelly, bro. Chip freaking Kelly. That man had what, one postseason appearance with them, and that was the first year after they fired Andy Reid. Coincidentally, what makes that funny because the roster that Chip Kelly had was Andy Reid's offense on roster. So you made the playoffs with that. Same shit with Dan Quinn. The roster that Dan Quinn played with, for the most part, was Mike Smith on roster. So, but when they done had significant time on as head coaches and stuff, and the years went by, when they finally put their roster together, you weren't seeing the playoffs. We was 79. We weren't going nowhere.
Yeah.
So why do
Keep
we
it going.
keep?
Keep it going, LT. I got to step away from my camera real quick.
I got you. So why? So like my thing is, why is it that people keep putting out the mindset of thinking that we are right there? We aren't there. We still got some work to do. The crazy part about it is everybody upset right now. And a month ago, the Green Bay Packers, nobody thought these folks had a chance in hell. The Packers are sitting at 5-6, and they're literally a spot out from the wild card. That's where they're at. Throughout October, it was like, man, you remember you seen it throughout October. They putting out updates. We don't know if Jordan Love is the guy. Now here it is. That man went out there and balled out on Thanksgiving against a Detroit Lions team that everybody felt like was championship contenders.
Right.
I'm telling y'all, people, bro, y'all people are panicking for no reason. Nobody looks unbeatable in the NFL. I had a conversation with my cousin yesterday at Thanksgiving. He's a diehard Eagles fan, and me and him had a legit conversation. That man told me out his mouth, and I explained to him. I said, bro, I understand your team 9-1. Y'all winning games. I said, but the problem is y'all don't want. I said, is glaring issues on your team that you and I know you don't want to get exposed at the wrong time. His words to me was, "You are absolutely right." That man told me out his own mouth. When we're talking a diehard Eagles fan who told by his mouth Jalen is a turnover prone. He said the only thing saving us is the fact that our defense makes sure teams don't capitalize. He said we ever get to a game where teams start capitalizing on Jalen mistakes, we might be in trouble because we never played a game where we had to come from behind all year.
You
And
know,
the worst,
people keep talking about what Terry and Arthur said, you know what I'm saying, when they took the job, or what I'm saying, or even to start this year. What do you expect the higher ups and coaches to say coming into a year? Oh, we don't plan to make the playoffs, or we're gonna, what I'm saying, we're gonna tank the season, what I'm saying, and try to go 0-16 to keep getting high draft picks. I mean, really. Y'all, I mean, y'all say that, and then we're like, well, they promised us, and we're not getting what we've been sold a false sense of goods. Bruh, we told you in 20 when this whole thing started that there was gonna be bumps in the road with all this demand of change. This is the part of the change that y'all gratifiably like to forget about. And then you want to complain because everything ain't going to perfection. Then you want to, well, hey, this ain't what he said we was going to do. Hey, every coach says what they want to happen. Does it always happen that way? Hell no. Come on, man. You got to be smarter than the fifth grader, man. You got to be. You got to be. Unless
I
you're
mean,
just out here trying to be a professional troll with this
I mean,
nonsense.
Philadelphia had aspirations to win the Super Bowl last year, but they didn't. Let's just be real about it. They had aspirations to win the Super Bowl. They fell short. The 2007 New England Patriots had aspirations of winning the Super Bowl, but they didn't. Like you have to put things in perspective, people. It's a lot of stuff goes into playing football. Injuries, miscue plays, this, that, and third. Y'all, speaking of miscue plays, y'all have got to start putting emphasis on players not doing their jobs. Because everybody love to look at head coach, but your head coach don't teach you to go out there and get a false start. Your head coach don't teach you to go out there and run a half-ass runner route. Your head coach don't go out there and teach you how to on the drop passes. They don't teach you to get delay of games. They don't teach you to miss tackles. They don't teach you to blow assignments. Why do we always it's head coach, head coach, head coach? Listen, I played football, bro. And also people, and I know other folks there too. And no head coach taught you to do none of that bullshit. None of it.
None.
So don't sit here and be putting all the blame on the head coach for stuff that the player is doing. And I'm like, I've been telling y'all since day one, Cal Pitts been loafing on the field. And I'm here to tell you, as a person that played football in a small ass town where the only sport that pretty much matters is fucking football. Come on, bro. I used to get trained on Georgia Southern campus in high school. I had to go through those camps. But loafing was a deadly sin on that field. We had
So
to
let
do
me
up
ask you a
downs after
question.
practice.
Let me ask you a question, Mr. Toxic Black. So what you're saying is, there is, when you go from $100 million in dead cap and faulty roster, I'm talking about book crap roster, all right, and then you go from that to even a worse roster the second year. So what I'm saying. I'm just saying y'all like to make these blanket statements with no context. What I'm saying of the situation. You know what I mean? This and those are not no excuses. Those are actual facts. Those are facts.
I mean, we had Tyler Davidson as our DT, bro. What the hell was he
Those are
doing
straight
for us?
up facts, bro. But see, y'all like to dismiss that and just say, "Oh, we played like you. We play like crap. We play like crap every year." I mean, what you expected the transition when this man got the job to be smooth, easy, and perfect, and having to clean up a roster, and then with no money, you know what I mean? And then we get a bunch of rookies in here. You actually think that everything was gonna be precise and easy and okay and perfect? And if that's what you think, bro, you have no clue about football, period. To be hollering about somebody's making excuses, those are not excuses, those are the facts of the situation. But see, that's the thing about, yeah, ironically, the name Mr. Toxic Black, this toxic fan base, y'all like to ignore the facts. You know what I'm saying? To push a narrative, and be all this doom and gloom. And then continuously want to compare us and what we're going through to what other teams and what they're doing and doing better, and their situation is not nowhere near worse off as ours.
The worst part about all of this is the fact that none of y'all like you looking at finished product for the most part, but y'all weren't paying attention to those teams the years that they were having down years. Like everybody putting their eyes on Cleveland now, but nobody wasn't paying attention to Cleveland when they were struggling. I was.
Right. When they were
See,
drafting those very same linemen that they got now, each of those years, and that have been together 5-6 years now, you know what I'm saying, that turned them into a great running offense. But you know what I'm saying, with old boy behind before he got hurt. You know what I'm saying? All those defensive pieces that they were drafting, you know what I'm saying, 2-3 years ago that are, you know what I'm saying, playing like, you know what I'm saying, playing hellacious D right now.
For crying out loud, bro, like DTR as a rookie walked into Pittsburgh and got a dub. What we doing?
Right.
And Pittsburgh, one of the best defenses in the league, and they could not stop this man on the last drive. What we doing? Like, come on, let's put things in perspective, people. Put it in perspective. Like, it's a lot of things that factor in football that needs to happen for you to be successful. And if you're not factoring those things, you're gonna always fall short. This is why you hear people use the term "do your job." That's a legit term in football. Because if you try to overcompensate to help your teammate, your assignment getting missed. So then when things go wrong, people gonna look at you for the blow up, but it ain't your fault. Because you trying to overcompensate for your teammate who's lacking. Like, I really need y'all people to understand the concept right here. It's so much to the game that has to be taught, and a lot of folks don't know it. Y'all watch because you like the Falcons, but you don't love the game. Y'all don't watch other teams unless it's one of them high profile teams. I mean, did I like watching Carolina and Chicago on Thursday Night Football? Hell no. But I watched it. And I can tell you everything wrong with both damn rosters. Everything ain't a quick fix, people.
Right.
And changing head coaches don't help y'all either. Because I watched the Oakland Raiders do that shit for years, and I watched the Cleveland Browns do that shit for years, and they still wasn't doing shit.
I consistently ask the question that a lot of y'all don't want to answer. What franchise, you know what I'm saying, was successful with a revolving door every 2-3 years at the coaching position? Not now. But that seemed to be y'all, you know what I'm saying, solution to everything. Man, screw that.
Corey, you told the beautiful truth. You told the beautiful truth right there by saying people saying he sucked, but we ain't seen less than 7 wins. And I'm here to tell y'all, I thought for a fucking fact that since we lost Matt, and I got on camera and might have said we could have won 8-9 games. But coincidentally, I would have been shocked if we lost less than 7. Because you can't lie, Matt always been our saving grace. We didn't have that no more.
Remember, this is what y'all asked for when you're talking about we need a change. We need to move on. Well, this right here, what's going on now, is a part of that change. Sit on it, deal with it, choke on it, you got to digest it because you asked for it. You want it changed, and having to go through these growing pains and the process is a part of that change. With
And
that
the,
being said, man, we've been in this thing an hour, and I need to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's hate week, y'all. We get in there, we stand on our feet, make all this noise. Like I said, it's gonna be a hat on, hat train wreck type of game. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we bringing our lunch pail and hard hat. We got certain guys back. You know what I'm saying? The defense should get back to what it's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, doing. I expect the offense to continue what they were doing from that last game, play turnover-free football. You know what I'm saying? This is your boy, OG Big Sam. You know what I'm saying? I get in this thing every week, 4 times a week. Y'all know what they do. Mad Monday. You know what I'm saying? Wicked Wednesday T, realistic OGs, high noon madness. This is what we do, y'all. This is how we do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell you all the time, you keep it A. You keep it dirty. You keep it ATL. And most of all, keep it true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Got to get out of here. And y'all have a blessed day. You know what I'm saying? Stay safe on these holidays, and we'll holler.
peace.